You couldn't have waited until the game came out, Nintendo? It's an hour long, they said. This could be one of the best Nintendo Directs of all time, they said. When the existence of Baby Waluigi is one of the highlights of your hour-long presentation, that's when you know you've gone wrong somewhere.
So crispy.
So I watched the Nintendo Direct this morning. Got up at 6 a.m., the September 2025 one, if you're watching this in the future. And there is a lot to talk about. I think with how third-party heavy the launch of the Switch 2 was and the Direct that went along with that was, there was a lot of expectation on this Direct to really show us what's on the horizon. What are we looking towards in the future of the Switch 2? Because we know some things that are coming to the Switch, but as far as Switch 2 exclusive games, we've kind of been in the dark. It's been a couple months since Nintendo launched a brand new console, and we still only have 2 games for it. And in the near future, let me check my list. There's a few, but one of them is Mario Tennis. I don't know if you count that. And there's a pervading issue with a lot of the announcements that they made today that I want to get into. Nintendo is getting insane with the way that they're handling these DLCs. I should get it out of the way. Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting DLC. We get one new layer and a new mode, it looks like, that you can go and collect green Bonandium. Of course, I'm happy. I want to explore DK Isle. That was one of the things that I wished was in the base game. It's $20 on top of the already $70 game. And I'm sat here looking at the trailer, and it looks small. The world itself looks small. Like, it looks like a mini world. And the extra mode is not story focused. It doesn't honestly look that interesting. I'm hoping that there's more to see that they haven't shown, because Nintendo hasn't been very good with that lately. But $20 for what they're appearing to show is in this DLC looks sad. It looks sad. Do you remember when Nintendo was the company that was kind of against DLC? I think the first time they ever did DLC was in either Mario Kart 8 or Smash 4. Around that time is when they started doing it. And not all of their DLC has always been bad, but it seems like every major release lately, Nintendo is doing some form of DLC. And I haven't gotten a single one because none of them seem particularly substantial. But what annoys me even a little more is what they're doing here with these Switch 2 versions of games that they're coming out. They're marketing and announcing these things as if they're actual full games that we should be caring about. Mario Wonder adds another multiplayer mode. Metroid Prime adds mouse controls. I don't know. At this point, it's calling into question for me, how many new games are we going to get on this console? And how long is it going to take to get them? Are we going to get a Mario Maker 3 or just a Switch 2 version of Mario Maker 2? Are we going to get a new Smash for this generation or just an upgraded version of the one we already have? As someone who would not be able to afford a Switch 2 if I had not gotten it in the way that I was fortunate enough to have gotten it, thanks to all of you, I feel like this does not give you confidence as a consumer that this thing that is very expensive is going to have games coming out regularly that are worth getting it for. Look, Donkey Kong Bonanza is great. Mario Kart World is okay. But Switch 2 versions of Mario Wonder and Mario Party Jamboree, even Zelda, it's not worth getting the console for. That is not why I wanted so badly to be on top of the next generation of Nintendo consoles. And they continue to release things like the Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 bundle. And it's like, okay, cool. Mario Galaxy 2, you couldn't play it unless you had a Wii, I guess. And I have no problem with it on the surface. If they want to put these games up on the eShop and sell them, fine. I'm glad that they're selling them separately, at least, because of the fact that they released Mario Galaxy as part of 3D All-Stars already. But it's the fact that it's in place of new games. We got 3 new games announced in this Direct as far as big Nintendo first-party stuff, but it doesn't even feel like it. I mean, it's Mario Tennis Fever. I almost said Aces because it's... it doesn't feel that different. It's another Mario Tennis game that looks devoid of soul. and I quite enjoyed Aces, but I don't feel like I need another one right now. The Yoshi game looks cute, but I'm a little curious as to what the intended audience for this game is. Is this supposed to be Princess Peach Showtime audience or Yoshi's Woolly World audience? What are we going for here? And then Pokemon Crossing New Horizons. The Ditto little girl is cute, but the rest of it looks like the most derivative thing I've seen in a long time. And speaking of Pokemon, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are we serious? Are we serious here? They're announcing a DLC pack for Legends ZA before the game has even come out. Before it's even come out. And saying, pre-orders up. Pre-orders up on the eShop. What? I haven't even gotten the chance to see if this game is worth buying DLC for. I already didn't want to play this game, and you're trying to sell me DLC for it? Are you serious? And I know it's, the Pokemon Company is their own thing. I don't know how much crossover with Nintendo there is there, but it seems like a trend. It seems like a pattern. And that to me, it was just laughable. I can't believe that they're trying to pull that. Paid DLC, mind you. This is not like, okay, here's something to look forward to. Like, okay, the game may not look great right now, but we have more coming. No, it's like, actually, the full game is $90, but we're packaging it separately. It makes me doubtful that we'll get any free DLC for Mario Kart World, which is a game that I feel desperately needs some free DLC, because honestly it feels like we paid up front for more than we got. But at this point I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're doing free DLC anymore. You remember New Horizons when it came out? That was an unfinished game. It desperately needed more content, and they released it over time. It still didn't feel complete by the end of it, but at least the updates were free. And I'm not saying Donkey Kong Bonanza is an incomplete game or Mario Wonder is an incomplete game, but Mario Kart World is one that I really feel like they should update it for free. I don't think they're going to. I just want to watch these things and be excited. I just want to be excited. I want to feel like I'm getting a full game, and that the games that are coming out are worth the investment of getting the brand new console at launch, And if you were somebody who was looking at the launch of the Switch 1 and thought, you know what, it's probably worth it, it's just a matter of time, I don't know if that's going to be the case this time. I don't know. It doesn't even feel like they're totally committed to the new console yet. I've heard reports of Nintendo encouraging developers even to not to focus on the Switch 2, but to just make something for the Switch 1 that can also be played on the Switch 2. What? It's just, you look at games like Minecraft or Stardew Valley that have been out for years and continually get free updates all the time. And I know a lot of people aren't necessarily super happy with all of the updates that come to Minecraft, for example. But that game came out in 2010, and it's been getting consistent updates since then. It's like, and you could have never bought another one. I still, if I wanted to, could have just been playing it on my PC since the day I bought it. But when you compare that to what Nintendo's doing here with, like, the Switch 2 editions of games, it's like you could very easily just make a free patch for the Switch 2 for Mario Wonder. And I'm not super versed on the gaming sphere outside of Nintendo, only to an extent, but I think the common sentiment would be that this is sad compared to what other developers are doing. And look, I'm a hardcore Nintendo fan. My whole channel's about it, for the most part. But it's just disappointing to see. I feel like I wouldn't feel as strongly about it if there was something for me to be excited about in this Direct. But overall, it was such a dud. Ending it with Fire Emblem, are you kidding me? I mean, I know that it has a fan base, but I don't think it was the right game to end this Direct with at this point in time. It not a good move, in my opinion. Overall, I was very disappointed in this Direct. I'm excited for the Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC, even though I fear that I'm going to be disappointed by it. The Legend ZA thing is really the biggest thing of it here, because you can't argue that they just didn't have time to finish it And so they kept working on it after it was released, and now they have something new to add to the game. No, this is premeditated. The game isn't even out yet, and they're advertising a paid DLC for it, and that it just feels scummy to me. For a game that already looks lackluster from the Pokemon Company, which has not had a track record of high quality games as of late. I don't remember if Smash Ultimate announced the DLC before the game came out, but that's a game that's like, okay, there's guaranteed quality here. You know that it's going to be worth it. You know even that they haven't even started working on it yet. They even told you that. Like, we're not even working on this yet, but they're going to keep working on it for years to come, and it'll come out eventually, all of it. And I do believe the amount of quality that goes into the Smash DLC is worth it. This is something else. And Tomodachi, they're just teasing me with Tomodachi. They gave me like 2 details. Like, come on, I'm gonna dig into that trailer as much as I can and try to get as much as I can out of it. But not even a release date. Oh, come on, just spring. Oh, you can force the Miis to be friends now. That's basically what they announced. And who's playing Virtual Boy for more than 5 minutes, or buying the peripheral and actually using it?
What is going on, Nintendo? What's going on with you?
I just want to be excited for your games, Nintendo. I just want to hype them up. But you're making it difficult. You're making it very hard on me. You're not giving me very much to work with. But yeah, in all seriousness, the DLC stuff is crazy. I already didn't want to play Legends EA, but this is the first time a DLC has pushed me further away from wanting to play a game rather than closer. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. What did you think of this Direct? I don't blame you if you liked it. If you loved it, great. I'm happy for you. There wasn't a lot for me to be excited about in this Direct. Even though it doesn't seem that bad on the surface, it just the piling and the piling on of DLC, re-release, Switch 2 version. I'm a little worn out from that. But let me know what you thought. What were you excited about in the Direct? Or what were you the most surprised to see? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this rant. Let me know if you enjoy this type of content or if I should shut up. Thank you. Bye.
Greed is good.
Greed makes you do great things.
Greed makes you do great things.
It will get you everything.
It'll get you everything.
Even if you have to pile drive your enemy to do
Even
so.
if you have to pile.